I'd first like to start off by telling you that I have owned a lawn care business for around 12 years. I have done it since around 11 years old, and now have made my company into a commercial lawn care size, and I feel I have the knowledge and background to assess what comes into effect when deciding a proper service, and I hope I can persuade you to come to my company. First, I would like to talk about experience. As I said, I've done this since I was 11 years old. I started off as a neighborhood boy doing just this to our neighbors to the left and right. From there, went on to grabbing my dad's four-wheeler and putting the mower in the little small trailer and going around the neighborhood. From there, after I turned 16, obviously I got my car. I got my official trailer, got a license, and bought my new commercial lawn care equipment. As you can see, this is a Skag lawnmower. This is exactly what I had. Along with this, I had power equipment, my weed eater and blower, which were also steel. I would like to talk to you about the benefits of having commercial lawn care equipment. From here, you can see it's more lawn being cut at once. It allows this striping, which you see, which actually, I shouldn't tell you this, but it's actually not good for the lawn care, but everyone likes to see it, so it's just a better way to get the job done to the customer's approval. As I like to say, my motto is a perfect job done every time to your approval, and that's something which I'll talk about more with my customer service. Along with that, I'd like to discuss why this is better than the 0-point turn mowers that you see when people are riding on. The grass quality is something that you need to take into consideration. Most times your people are driving back and forth, and when they turn, they don't reverse, they just do a complete circle, and this creates a spot in your grass that just tears all of it up, and in the end does not give you proper health to your lawn and to the grass that you would like to see. Next, I would like to talk about customer service. In any industry, this is the number one thing you need to focus on. Creating happy, satisfied customers is going to keep them coming back to you. One thing I always like to tell them, like you said, is a perfect job done every time to their approval. I always stuck by that. If they had an issue, I told them that they need to come to me, address it as soon as possible. I hated sitting back and knowing or not knowing there was an issue and having them just keep it aside. I like to be addressed. I like to correct it, and create a happy, satisfied customer as soon as I can. Along with that, I started using the Apple Swipe for your credit card. Instead of having to go track down your customers, no one wants to write a check week to week. It creates a much easier and efficient system where you can just go up to them monthly, bi-monthly, and have them swipe once, sign off, and you're good to go. This creates a much easier system that they feel confident with instead of having to write off checks week by week. And from here, what I like to call my product. That is the final outcome of what your yard looks like. Here you can see you have the striping, you have the edging, which is one of the main reasons why I like to emphasize that you should choose a commercial lawn care company. Most people just mow their lawn every day. They don't pay attention to detail, and it's the little things like that that really set your yard apart. I feel like this is something I always focus on. Edging, cutting, and then blowing off the surfaces so that everything at the very end of it kind of looks like a masterpiece. It's your piece of art. It looks good. It's something that you don't have to worry about. And as you all know, you being home association members of your local neighborhood, there are certain requirements that you need to meet, and all of these abide by the requirements that will set you to the standard that you have to live by. So from there, I'd like to have you all write down your questions that you have for me. I know there's many that come into play, whether or not we bag, whether or not we mulch, if we seed, if we spread, all that can be addressed as soon as possible. So if you could please take a moment, write down any questions that you have, and I'll get back to you here in a moment.